Hi everyone. Here's another conversation with a new friend from my most recent open meeting.
I see that here there's the need to understand. I recognize that that's also potentially the mind, like a block or a filter, and yet it has been here for some time. So, what you said was that these questions of who am I, meaning, etc., are ego. So that I was really sitting with that because that has felt like a very significant part of myself, right? This wanting to understand truth and find truth and soul searching, etc. So it's felt very dear to me. But what just came right today in this meeting, because it was a question like, is this true? What you said, is this true? This is ego, or is it some soul seeking itself? And what came through just now that I want to check with you
Okay.
is I wondered if the arising of that seeking, of that yearning, happens when there's that initial ego separation when we're young, where we feel separate self, right? Where we shift out of pure knowing, being young, and then suddenly, whatever age we have the context of the world making us feel separate, and then there's the wish to return home, which creates the seeking.
Before the sense of separate self was born, the original sin, the birth of self when you're 1 or 2 or whatever, I don't know how old. Before that, before you knew that you were you as a separate being, before that, was there any seeking or need to understand anything?
Exactly, no.
Okay, so then let's go through it. So then what happened with the birth of self? We don't need to go through your whole life, because right now, with the rising of self or ego, with the rising of self or ego, intrinsic in that is the feeling of separation and the need to understand something and find something. So I always say this. I don't know if I said it on, maybe I don't know if I said it on that one. It's not that there's an ego that has a question. When this question appears, it is what ego is. They're not separate. Ego is the question. For you, the need to understand is not that there's a you in there that needs to understand. The need to understand is the appearance of ego. That's what it is. There's no two. There's not an ego in there and then a need to understand. The need to understand is the appearance of ego in that moment.
Because that's when it becomes the separation.
Yes, that's the separation. So then the answer to the question, all of the spiritual questions, the answer to all of the questions of the need to understand, maybe you already know, and I said it on one of my morning holidays. The answer is when that question goes, what is left? You. And so you are the answer to those questions.
So is it fair to say it's just letting go of that question finally?
I don't like letting go, because who's letting go? That's another movement of ego, letting go. It's know what's true and truth will set you free, says the Bible. It doesn't say let go of anything and letting go of anything will set you free. It's know what's true. And what is true? Right here and now, you see, you have a holiday, you recognize pure being, knowing, my essential being. No past, any past is here? What about all the stories, Rosa's stories of self? Are they here now when you have a holiday? Is that a yes?
I think there's so much intertwined sense of self that I can't answer that purely.
If you want to find Rosa's story, just have a look and you'll find it immediately. But I'm saying for a moment, don't attend to that. Just attend to your being.
It's here.
So this, what you recognize now, does it need to be understood or is it known?
It's known.
I don't understand either. I have no need to understand this. This only is. So any need to understand, out of this pure being rises ego's need to understand something. With the rising of ego comes the question. They're totally intertwined. They're not separable. I at rest here, what I call the timeless being, I, which has no name and no form. Is that pretty clear?
Yes.
And then I, the rising I out of that is the ego that rises separately and says me. And then there's a problem. There's sense of separation, and there's the desire to get back somewhere, and there's the need to understand. Those are all intrinsic in this rising I, self. But the pure being I has nothing, and no need for anything either.
Yeah,
You see what I mean?
I do. I think it's just a habitual sense of self.
Yes, of course it is. It's all habitual. The sense of self is just strictly habitual. And also, by the way, it's not permanent. There's no permanent ego. There isn't actually anything like ego. It's just rising I, resting I, rising I, resting I. It's not even always there. It's resting and rising, resting and rising.
Thank you.
Good. That's good. So you're, for you and for all of us, but for you, the interest in understanding something served you. It's been good. What more is there to understand? Just to be.
It's very useful.
That's great, Rose. Glad to hear that. That's good. And if
Thank
that
you.
habit appears again, fine. There's no judging of any of that at all. Of course, if that's the habit there, it may come again, but now you know something different. You don't understand something different. You know something different.
I just want to thank you for that recording because it really pushed on something that was being held very dearly.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Really good. Maybe you can listen to it again, actually.
Oh, I have been.
Oh, you have? Okay, good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rose. Nice to see you again. It's good to be with you. I'll be back again tomorrow. Peace.